Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And guys, we'll be giving away 500 XRP if we can get 2k likes within 24 hours. And all that you have to do to enter is make sure you press the like button, are subscribed, and you've commented something down below. And your comment is going to be your entry ticket. Now, Bitcoin right now is in a very solid position, and I've been seeing a lot of people call for some early bull phase or some actually bigger bull theories right now, and it is mostly because the pattern is looking quite alike. I mean, I'm not going to say the price is looking alike because right now we just went down another 4%. However, people are still remaining optimistic, which is really nice to see in a time like this when people are often pretty damn stressed. Q4 of 2016 is the name of the game under current conditions. Who says, but institutional investor presence makes this year very different. And I have actually got a lot more talk about institutional investor later today. I don't think it is actually in this video right now because the institutions are getting into crypto so freaking hard, guys. It is completely insane. Completely insane, to be honest. Bitcoin early main bull phase began recently. In a series of tweets, who continued to debate a debate begun by Bitcoin developer Jimmy Sung, who himself debated the topic in his latest issue of his Tech Talk blog post series. Yes, the bull market really started April 2019, who responded, continuing, what started recently is the early main bull phase. It's Q4 2016 all over again, but different dynamics and themes at play. So once more, I don't know, guys. I don't really care about all this type of small talk stuff because we all know eventually it's going to get there anyway. And you know, it's just a little bit of a guess about exactly at what point and what time will happen. And I'm personally convinced that it's going to be a Bitcoin rally, then moved over into altcoins, but it's going to be fueled by Bitcoin. But we're going to be seeing. Now, for XRP specifically, a lot of you guys see Bubba Cugs as authority, or like the riddles that he or she or it posts over on Twitter, or the clues that he or she or it might be given. Now, I just saw this on Twitter, and I don't know if it's the truth, but alright. Going silent for the rest of the year. I'll only be posting when absolutely necessary. Godspeed. And then King Solomon replied and said, I've tried this before. See you this weekend, at the latest next weekend, and that is because a lot of guys here have said they are going to be quitting the community and quitting, the deep researching and just talking on Twitter and all of that. However, 10 out of 10 times they come back within 2 weeks because, first of all, it's fun. You kind of feel disconnected with the whole community if you're gone for too long. In January, I didn't really do anything related to crypto, and it felt so weird because it's something you are in every single day, right? You talk with these people every single day. You watch a lot of videos. I make a lot of videos. You talk to a lot of people. You research a lot of stuff. And if that all of a sudden falls off of your life, it kind of feels strange because, first of all, you have so much time left, but it also feels like you're not using your time properly because one big part of our future is most likely going to be crypto. And if you're not looking into it and not involved with it anymore, it kind of feels like a good part of your, current life and even future has just kind of faded away. Which is why I think a lot of people are going to try getting away from crypto, but will always ultimately fall back into it, which is something I am kind of falling for myself. Because actually recently, earlier today, or I guess the end of yesterday, depending on how you want to view it and what time zone you're watching in, one of my family members passed away. And unfortunately, it was in a completely different country, and I can't do anything about it, and I won't do anything about it, and not do anything with it. However, I just noticed once more that there are so many things more important than crypto. Because, if you could give up all your money to revive one person, or to at least spend another day with a person, sometimes you would do it, right? Or actually very often you would actually give up all your wealth just for one more day with somebody, which is really strange if you start to think about it because it's also a different type of game we're playing here. With crypto, we're actually not just in here for the money alone, right? At least if you're investing into XRP, you're not just here because of the money alone, right? Because otherwise you would most likely just bet on some cheaper altcoins here to just, get yourself a good ROI and then be done with it. However, you're also here for the progress and the fact that it can make you rich, but also really change something in the world. And that's where I kind of see a double. Like, what if you were to go all the way out of crypto together, and just getting rid of it all, are you then stopping something? Like, is your contribution to the crypto space adding? And I often question that, which is, of course, very negative for your own self-worth, because you're going to question whether or not you actually make a difference. But also, it's like, if you were gone, would crypto still, do as good? And do you really, do you help out with supporting the dream? Well, I personally think that literally every single person out here holding crypto right now has actually, in some way, shape, or form, helped make crypto mainstream, right? Because the people you talk to, maybe it's just 3 people, but with the snowball effect, the 3 people you talked to crypto, those 3 people you talked to about crypto most likely told 2 other people, and that told 3 other people, that told 2, and so it kind of moves forward. If you're a complete loner and you bought crypto, then you're, I guess, one of the people who the targeting worked on, which, these guys have been pulling in to get more people to adopt crypto. So once more, you're contributing to the fact that, we need to get crypto mainly adopted. And so once I related to that type of ordeal or sense, it makes a lot more sense to me that we are in this, even though it might not make a huge difference up front. Because even though some people say, hey, are you getting paid by XRP or by Ripple? And hey, man, people are buying crypto because of you, and it's dumping the price, or it's pumping because you have some crazy bags. I'm always like, man, me making a video, even though it might get 5,000 views, it's not going to make any single difference on the price because it's just too high. And the same for any type of advancements. My videos here are not making any single bit of difference, which is why they're just for entertainment purposes only and nothing more than that. But it's also, something I kind of dislike when people say that, because it just kind of hurts. Like, I don't get paid by Ripple, otherwise I would have told you guys a long time ago, and I would have most likely been a lot happier of an individual talking about XRP. Just kidding about that one. But no, I think you would have meant a little bit more at those points. I know it's a little bit negative and it's a little bit of a side piece, but it's just some stuff I think about when in the crypto community a little bit, and I want to see you guys' 2 cents on that. Like, what do you think about that? Hopefully my story made a little bit of sense. Maybe I went from here to there. That's because I record these things all at once. XRP Owl just said Standard chattered RippleNet partners with Microsoft. Cloud first. Leveraging Azure as a preferred cloud platform, the companies will also co-innovate in open banking and real-time payments to help the bank unlock new banking experiences for clients. And then the article was right here. As you can see here, Singapore and Redmond. Standard Chartered Bank and Microsoft Corporation on Tuesday announced a 3-year strategic partnership to accelerate the bank's digital transformation through a cloud-first strategy. This partnership marks a significant milestone for Standard Chartered in making its vision for virtual banking, next-generation payments, open banking, and banking as a service (BaaS) a reality. Leveraging Azure as a preferred cloud platform, the companies will also co-innovate in banking. You know what I just said. One of the important parts here is that it's a 3-year strategic partnership, and I actually don't know exactly what that will result in, like whether or not it would just be for 3 years now and they will just, again, reconsider afterwards, or if it's just meant to be like, all right, 3 years here we're going to be doing this, and we're most likely going to innovate it further with a different sort of partnership later on, but really the plan is to get a long-term partnership going on. Or maybe it's just like they want to try them out. I don't really know why a 3-year one. Hawk Trading Plex said on Twitter, XRP, you know what? You know that we're just getting started? And that's actually something I've been talking about quite often as well. It's the fact that right now we are so freaking early. We're the 1% of the world invested into crypto, specifically into XRP. We're the first percent that knows about the payment revolution and that really doubts some of these bigger decisions that are being made. And thus you can consider yourself lucky because it's all just getting started. The Cryptic Poet just posted on Twitter, coin pumps. Investor, damn, I wish I got in when the price was low. If it goes down again, I am buying. And when the coin finally dips, investors are like, man, I don't know, this thing could go to zero. And yeah, the fun part about it is this is really how it happens very, very often, guys. These guys are like, man, the coin is dropping. I might have to sell it real quick because, you're too impatient or you're too scared, which is something I find very, very fun to see. Then, another cool part of today. IMF just released a very, very long paper. The IMF confirms Bitcoin and Ethereum are the most widely used virtual assets. And it's about a 91-pager. To be completely honest with you guys, it's a pretty damn long one. Just downloaded it, but it's about the idea. Let me quickly see what's happening over here now. Maybe it's the download link or something like that. Maybe I just messed myself up. Could also be. Let's see here. All right, here we got the document here, 99-pager actually, to be completely honest. Not $18 per copy, like always. IMF always doing the same type of thing. I wonder why this went to the different link. You know, maybe that's the download link, but it's a interesting one. Computer now being hacked, which could be funny. All right, let's actually go and press XRP because it's only mentioned once, which a lot of people are really sad about. Virtual assets and asset service providers. The virtual assets VAs sector in the US is currently small as a proportion to the overall financial system, but has grown rapidly in the recent years. And basically here you can see the top 3 cryptos by market cap, which is basically what this is. And I think a lot of people were really let down that they didn't mention XRP more often, and they never once mentioned Ripple in this whole report. I personally would like to say about this that, you know, it's just they don't know what to say about XRP just quite yet because it's not officially not a security. And I see a lot of mentions of the SEC over in this paper, which brought me to the idea that, you know, they most likely don't want to overdo it here, talking about cryptocurrencies and all of that, and they don't want to overdo it. And since the IMF here can't rule anything like that out, yeah, I don't think they wanted to. However, what it makes kind of clear is that Bitcoin and Ethereum are widely used, and literally there's a payment revolution going on, and that it will get there. And also, let's see where it was now, XRP, exactly what it said here. The sector is really growing in comparison to the whole financial system. Is not that big. However, again, it is growing. It will get bigger, and eventually it's going to be most likely in a spot where you could not imagine it could have ever been. And one of the points I'm trying to make with that is the IMF, in one of their papers, eventually is going to write a full-on story about either Ripple or about XRP. You know, I don't really know exactly about which one of the two. Maybe both. We'll see. But from that point on forward, there's going to be no going back. All right, there's going to be no going back. It's going to be just a road upwards and upwards and upwards, because the IMF mentioning them would just be such a catalyst. And I'm not talking about a small mention, right? I'm talking about a full-on report explaining why Ripple is going to be groundbreaking or why XRP is going to be used immensely. Because I know, and you most likely know, eventually it is going to be the case. Eventually. But right now it's just a little bit of a transitioning period. And I'm also wondering when the SEC is going to come out with an official statement saying that it's not a security. I'm also wondering about that quite a little bit. Crypto Bull just said it is currently wave 2 of XRP price movement. Wave 3 takes us to $3, wave 4 down to 70 cents, and wave 5 to $12, which is a fractional or I can't pronounce that right now. I don't know. I'm not a native English speaker. Cut me some slack, baby. So yeah, basically these price analyses or whatever analyses I don't really trust. I don't really believe in, because, well, you know, he talks about history and he relays that back on forward. I'm not really up with that too much for XRP and for some of these cryptos, because I don't think it really works if you compare them to different years in the past. However, you know, I'm still quite excited for it. Not gonna lie, I'm still quite excited for any price movement that's going to be seen. And I also am quite convinced it will get to $3 eventually, then fall back down a little bit again, and then go back up higher. So just the point in this article or in his idea on TradingView, I don't believe in too much. The bigger theory behind it, I do believe, and I am quite convinced that it will happen eventually. And then here was Ripple XRP expansion will be hard to stop now that the World Bank, IMF, EU Commission are involved. We know Ripple XRP are getting traction when they get articles like this in the news feed called Invest in Blockchain, yada, yada, yada. This is from about 1.5 years ago, April of 2019. And the fact is that there's so many of these bigger organizations mentioning XRP, which will ultimately just keep continuing on and get bigger and bigger and bigger. As I just said before, at one point there's going to be no backing off. There's going to be no going around them. And we all know it's going to be the standard. So the big question that people might be having now is exactly when are they going to get into this crazy position? I don't know that, but I know it will get there, guys, and it's just a little bit of a waiting game. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Everybody's going to use XRP. It's zero doubt. But it's not financial advice.